It's the irresistible ice. Welcome to my YouTube video. So in today's video, it's going to be a get ready with me, just trying to tell y'all how to love yourselves while being in a certain type of atmosphere like the club, or you know, dealing with your own insecurities or hearing what other people say. Like, you are beautiful. So this video is just trying to tell you to love your natural self, love the inside of you, and you know, the outside will glow and work with you. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all think, because it's a little tea at the end if you can wait. So yeah. To start off my little routine, I'm actually about to just clip my hair back and I'm about to wash my face. I just left the gym and my face is extra dirty because I was doing some cardio and was sweating really good. So of course I'm gonna go in with just my turmeric bar. I did wash my hands already. So first thing, y'all keep asking like where the clubs at. Let me tell you, the clubs are wherever you want the clubs to be, okay? If you live in Memphis, if you live in a small city, if you live in, it doesn't matter where you live at. Let's say you live in Memphis, you need to go on Google, and I'm just giving it to y'all the same way I did. Go on Google and you need to put in strip clubs in Memphis, or strip clubs in Mississippi, strip clubs in, you know, whatever city or state you in, strip clubs near me. You need to get a list, and you need to watch one of my other videos prior to doing any of this on how to look for a strip club, how to get hired. I will put the link in my description box because I feel like some of this is me repeating myself. But to make it quick, go on Google, look up strip clubs, write down a list of the strip clubs. You need to figure out what type of strip club do you want to work at. Do you want to work at a gentleman's club? Do you want to work at a cabaret? Do you want to work at an urban club? Do you just want to work at, you know, do you want to work on the whole track? Think about where you want to work at. Listen, money is money. Think about if you want to just go, you know, what they call it, freestyle. Think about if you just want to hop bar to bar. Find you some joints. I mean, you could probably, them same men in your phone, they could be your joints. I mean, you have the resources if you got a cat. Let me just say that. That's for one. For two, in terms of are you too old or are you too young? Listen, age ain't nothing but a number. Baby, age is nothing but a number. Most of your customers are going to be about 25 to about 90. So baby, it wouldn't matter how old you look, as long as you're confident and as long as you have everything, you know, still holding up a little bit. And let me just say, in terms of me saying everything still holding up a little bit, do not get what I say, just don't take it the wrong way. That's just how I talk. Let me say this, in terms of being weight conscious, every man has a type. The same way some women like them short, some women like them tall, some women like a six-pack, some women like a belly, some women like hair, some women like them bald. Some women like a big thing, some women like a little thing, some women like them broke, some women like them with money. Some women like to take care of them, some of them want a man to take care of them. You know, some women want a hood nigga, some women, you know, you want you a business casual. Some of y'all want the dog. I mean, every woman has a type. So let me say, every man has a type. And a lot of men, they all got one thing in common. They like cat. They want what's in them drawers, okay? So in terms of you being at the club, no, I'm not saying you're sleeping with them. I'm saying you walk around there in a thong, okay? All he thinking about is cat, okay? So if you can finesse him and talk to him, you have to be confident, okay? A man only cares about how confident a woman is. If you're not confident, he's not confident, okay? He's not confident in you. He's not confident in your worth if you're not confident. So you going in a sexual environment and thinking like, oh, you know, I don't know what don't be scared. I'm always saying on my pages, do not be scared, because there's no reason to be. I mean, you should practice at home and get yourself together before you go in there. If you are gonna act scared, talk to yourself in the mirror, prep, watch my videos on confidence, like boost that confidence. Like when I used to be in music class, they used to be like, fake it till you make it. Literally, fake the confidence until you actually have it. I see some of the some of the prettiest girls. You don't have confidence. A man is, he want a woman to know what he want, especially in the club. They come in there. It could be a girl who is not as cute as me, who could pull a customer if she has more confidence. So why would I go in there and, you know, with what I have and act like I'm not confident? So you need to be confident. Let me wipe this out. Let me just say, confident and real cocky and feeling like a man in there owe you money. Baby, please don't lose your mind. You can act like that when you out with different type of people, but at the club, you need to be confident but not cocky, because a man don't like that overly just, how do I put it? A man is not gonna want to give you his money if you just if you just too cocky. You can be confident and it will look sexy. If you act cocky, like, yeah, I'm so fine, anybody in here give me money, I ain't gotta have your money. Okay, you don't have to have my money, keep on pushing. So some guys be like, these women be stuck on themselves, and they do. You feel like, oh, if you don't come up out them pockets, I'm the best thing since sliced bread. You might be, but because you're just so aggressive or just so cocky, a grown man ain't going for that when he's in the club. He might when he's out there. Now, depending on what type of customer he is, if you don't know the type of customers that there are, I got a whole video on 10-15 different type of customers. I got a part 1 up. The link will be in the description, but I will make a part 2. You have to be able to understand these men when they come in here so you can make the most of what you got, because sometimes you can have less customers, but you can make more money than if you had a lot of customers. Because if you had less customers and you knew what you was looking for, you can make money. Now, if it was a lot of customers and depending on what they own, you might not make as much money. I'm not saying you're not gonna make any money, but just because you do not have that many customers, I'm always saying on my page, quality over quantity any day. Like, you could work, you gotta know how to work with less, so that when you are in a club that has more, you just, and sometimes going into like a fast-paced club, you might not know how to be in a club that is super slow. You might be like, dang, I don't know where to start. You don't know where to start because you shouldn't be worried about numbers of customers. You should be worried about the quality. What type of customer is he? What is he here looking for? Do I fit that? Can I adapt to fit this customer's needs? I feel like, hold up. I feel like, ooh. But yeah. So in terms of the whole like weight thing, you feeling like, oh, I'm too this, I'm too that. Oh, but my breasts look like this. Oh, my legs like this. Oh, I'm too this. Oh, I'm too that. Oh, my nose big. Oh, my chin big. Oh, my, you know, my this ain't that. Stop, okay? You need to go in there, look in the mirror, tell yourself how fine you look, go up there, get you an application, wherever you choose, and you need to be confident and make that money, okay? Stop sitting over here, you wait, I'm scared. What are you scared of? Scared money do not make no money, okay? Let me say that. You have to be able to take a risk. And if you try 5 or 10 different clubs, just saying, if you try 5 or 10 different clubs and you don't like none of them, okay, you took the risk. You could say you tried it, you didn't like it, or it just wasn't for you. Now let's say you scared, but really these men will give you that money, but you're so scared. And actually some men, they like a little timid woman when they go in there. Sometimes it feels like, you may think that I'm contradicting myself, but if you listen closely, no. He likes a timid woman, meaning if you play a certain role, I got a whole video on how, you know, different type of women in the club, different type of roles you play, you can act all innocent and timid, and he may like that. Like if he's just if you can identify what type of customer he is, then you would know what role to play. Meaning, depending on what type of customer he is, sometimes I play slow, sometimes I just act all timid and just innocent and I just don't know what's going on. Sometimes I just act helpless, like, yeah, I usually don't do this, but I'm just here tonight from out of town. I really need the bills paid. You have to be able to adapt, because some of them customers be in there trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho. Meaning, he's like, yo, you got kids? Yes, I have 5. You look good for 5 kids. I know. I have 5 kids. They need to eat. Would you like to get a dance? Oh, yes, I would love to. Man, what? Yeah, I'm telling you. But I be giving y'all a lot of free game on these videos. So you watch the other videos and you watch this video and you keep watching, you learn a little bit. I only know a little bit about something, okay? I'm not saying I know everything, but I know a little bit. I'm trying to put this nose ring in, so hold up. Yet again, like I was saying, every man has a type. So it wouldn't matter if you was 90 pounds or 170. Let's say it's all in the right place, good. But let's say it ain't in the right place. By the time you get into that club and you see the type of girls in there that you're competing against, you will be motivated to actually better yourself, or, you know, you'll stand out for your body type. And if every woman at the club weigh under 150, some of them men don't like a woman under 150. Some men like grown women, and they will tell you, I like women with hips, breasts, butt, thighs, a little stomach. Like, they will tell you. Now some men, ooh, she can't have no stomach. Okay, that's some men, but I mean, there are some men who tell me like, you too little, I need a grown woman. I'm not even little, but what they're saying is a fully developed woman. Now some men, you gotta be under 120. You know, they want you to look like a little girl. Okay, if you're under one, don't take nothing I say offensive. When I say they want you to look like a little girl, I mean some men, they don't want you to have breasts, thighs, hips, feet, a nose. They want you to look like an ant or like just a little girl, and that should worry you, okay? Now, if you get to a club and you see all these BBLs, do not get discouraged, okay? You should embrace your natural beauty, okay? They can have a BBL, a LLC, they can have whatever they want, but like, yet again, they're not you, okay? You are one of one, okay? So once you understand, yes, I say, oh, you know, you're competing with these women to make money. You're really not. Because once you see, okay, I'm me. Once you see like, okay, I'm me. Everybody in here are their own person. I'm gonna take what I got to work with and make my money. Then competing with who? You ain't competing with nobody. I mean, yes, y'all are all in the same room trying to get money, but if you watch my other videos and you start being a little skillful, it wouldn't matter what they got that's bigger than yours, smaller than yours. You are you. Let me just say that. So yeah. Go in there, start. You know, if you need to adjust. If you want to get motivated. Or either, you know, if you weight conscious or something. Or when I say weight conscious, I mean conscious or insecure at all. Oh, my breast too small. Oh, my breast too big. Oh, my hips too wide. Oh, my hips too small. Oh, my butt too big. Oh, my butt too small. Oh, my legs too big. My legs too small. If you're looking in the mirror how I am, and this is wrong, I can't go up there, baby, you are a woman. These men see breasts, cat, and tail, okay? They're not worried about all that. They want to know if you can give a good lap dance. So while you worried about how you look, you need to be practicing grinding in the chair, grinding on the floor, grinding on the roof, and walking on the pole. You need to be worried about the essentials. Your stage presence, all that other. I'm seeing some women, listen, Peter Griffin, okay? But they can work the pole, they can work the room, they confident, do floor work. Baby, it's not rocket science. Some of y'all really underestimate what y'all could probably go in there and do. Now, by any means, I'm not telling y'all to go to the club, take y'all clothes off. I'm not. But for the ones of y'all that are here, and this is the type of content you want, I'm being real. Because it seems like when I post what I want to post, y'all don't watch it. But when I post what y'all want to post, this what y'all want to hear. This is what I'm giving it to you. I'm going to give it to you raw. So, back to what I was saying. Don't be worried about that. Girl, you would think, oh, I'm too fat. And it'll be a man coming there with stacks. Probably not in his hand. Probably on their credit card on the card. And he'll be like, oh, you so sexy. You so this. Oh, look at this. Look at that. These men are worried about you. If anything, if your body looks different than any of the other girls, you stand out. When every girl in the club look alike, that's why each club, they should know they have variety. Men like variety. If he's looking around and everybody look the same, why pick anybody? You want to pick the one that stand out. I want her. Hey, psst, psst, come here. You trying to make some money? You trying to make some money? Are you trying to make some money? Like, for real, they trying to see you trying to make some money. So, yeah, it ain't that hard. Now, are you too old? Let me tell you something. In the state of Tennessee, you gotta be 18. Some states you gotta be 21. I think like Texas, Cali, certain places like that. The real big cities you gotta be 21 because you probably getting nude or probably doing God knows what. Now, you go on Google or you call this club, see how old you gotta be. If you saying, ooh, I'm not saying at 18 go out and start dancing, but I did it and I'm not messed up. Now, I will say one stripper year is about 8 adult years. So it will, you know, it will age you fast because you're all around drugs, alcohol, your sleep is off, you're around these grown men. So you just need to be prepared that although there are pros, there are cons, okay? I have a video on pros and cons of being a stripper. Go watch that. Just trying to let you know what you're getting into before you actually try to get into anything, basically. So, yeah, you can start at 18. Let's say you 25, you like, ooh, I'm too old. No, you're not. I'm 30, I'm too old. No, you're not, okay? You're never too old. Now, if you're trying to do this as a full-time career, then you should probably have another plan or some goals that you could work towards in terms of saving your money to work towards something, or don't think you just finna be in there forever, because the turnover rate is high. The older you get, like for example, I'm finna be 21. Baby, I'm considered old in there because every other week, you know, they're hiring folks who just turned 18, just like when I was 18. And the older girls, I guess, find it a little competitive. It don't bother me because really it just motivates me to know that my time is almost up. I'm not trying to be in there until I'm 25, 26. I'm not, there's nothing wrong with it. Some women don't start dancing till they 27, 28. Some women don't start dancing till they 30. But considering I've been dancing since I was 18, there's no reason why I should be 30 in the strip club. There's no reason why. What have you been doing with your money? What have you been doing with your time? So if you are a young woman and you saying I want to dance from the get-go, you need to be thinking about what else do you want to do with your life, or do you have any goals, or where do you see yourself besides dancing? Like, you have to understand that. And I be telling people that, they be like, ooh, you a stripper. No, I'm not. I dance, okay? I dance. I'm an entertainer. That is not my identity. Meaning, just because, let's say you, I don't know how to even give y'all an example. Basically, what I'm saying is just because I do something, that's not my whole identity. When I leave there, I am me. When I leave there, this is me. This right here, the real me. I have to make some folks feel me. Like, it's not like Monday through Friday, 24 hours a day, I'm going out just acting like this, acting how I act at the club. That's what really kills me. Like, when I see girls out in public and you acting at the club how you act, you acting out in public how you act at the club, that's trashy. There's a time and a place for everything. I'm not judging, but I'm saying to give y'all a little bit of advice, there should be a separate identity. Like, you should go there and it should be, okay, I'm working. When you leave there, it should not be, oh, I'm working. Because do you work to live or live to work? Ask yourself that. You ain't going in there just so you can eat, sleep, work. I mean, you have to have a life outside of that. So find stuff that you enjoy or people that you enjoy being around, and really make sure that you're spending your time other places. And do not make the mistake that I made. As soon as I started dancing, when I say just spending the money, sometimes, and honestly, I was acting out of control. Money will go to your head. Like, it took me about 2 years. It took me a while to kind of mature off that, yes, you get fast money, but this money don't last forever. There are slow seasons and there are busy seasons, so you need to make sure that you need to be ready for a slow season. You need to be making sure you are ready for emergencies. Every time you get, $800-900 at the club, $1,000-1,500 at the club. Every time you get some money, you should not be like, oh, I'm finna go buy this purse. Oh, I'm finna go get some rims. Oh, I'm finna buy my boyfriend this. Oh, we finna go out of town. You ain't gonna never have a pot to piss in, okay? And I mean, you live and you learn. That's why I'm saying you need to get on here, stay tuned, watch, because them hoes at the club, they're not gonna tell you this. They gonna make sure that they tell you, oh yeah, I just bought this, I just bought that, I just bought this, because they want you to compete with them. When really they didn't buy it. They pimp bought it, or they nigga bought it, somebody else bought it. A trick bought it, somebody else bought it. So don't be keeping up with the Joneses or the Johnsons. Whoever y'all keeping up with, don't keep up with them. Mind your own business, stay in your own lane. Like I be saying, it's no point in competing. You want to, the art of the strip club is making and keeping the most of your money in a short amount of time. Time versus money. Otherwise, you could be punching the clock at Burger King. You in there trying to talk a man into getting a lap dance so that you can then, let's say you charge him $40, right? The dance is 3 minutes. You get a club $5-10. You done made $30 or $35 in about 2.5 minutes. There are 60 minutes in an hour, and let's say you could talk 3 more niggas into the songs. You done made, you living like a doctor, okay? Now, that's why you need to stay tuned, be listening to some of this stuff and writing it down, taking some notes, doing something. Yeah, so the fact that you're trying to get a man, you ain't dancing for no hour, 2 hours for no $40. You ain't dancing for 2 hours like you punching the clock at 9. You trying to get your time and money worth. Okay, so it's just like that with, you don't have to stay in the club 10-15 years because you done blew all your money trying to show everybody you got money. But then when your time is up, you have nothing to show for it. But what? Clothes, jewelry, that's it? Stories? A little recognition? They saying you a vet? That's it? No. You want to be able to say you paid this off, you paid that off. You know, you invested in this, you invested in that. You got to take care of this, take care of that. You didn't got yourself this, even if investing, like you invested on your body, you invested on your business, you invested on new wardrobe. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going to invest, let it be something that can help you in the long run. Of course, your maintenance, stuff long term. Don't just be, oh, yo, we finna go have a $400 dinner because I made a rack last night. Be for real. That money could have went somewhere else. And I get that you're very impulsive, or we get very impulsive. If you don't dance, you don't know what I'm talking about. When you dance, this is what we think. Kind of like a drug dealer. You like, okay, I just made a rack last night. I can go spend $500 tomorrow just shopping because I'm finna make it back. The idea of I'm finna make it back, I can blow it, is what's gonna keep people broke. Meaning me, them, they, everybody. I mean, everybody. That's not how we should be living. But that is a good, advantage of working at the club, I will say. You can spend your life savings and go into the club, and if you hustle for real and you focus, you can make about a rack. About 800. About a rack. I mean, maybe more. I'm just saying, you can make your money if you're focused. Now, if you just end up playing around and you really ain't gotta. For example, when I was going to the club 4 or 5 times a week, I really didn't care how much I made when I was there, because I'm going 4 or 5 times a week. It's like, I'm gonna be here tomorrow, it don't matter. I can make $300-400, it ain't gonna matter, I'll be here tomorrow. That money adds up quick. You gonna work on a Monday or Tuesday making $400. It may seem to us, it's like, man, all I made was $400. But $400 on a really, really slow night, off a few dances and a few, you get a time room and a few dances and a little stage. $400 ain't that bad for a Monday night, Tuesday night. You know what I mean? So it's like, to us, it's like, man, I only made $400. Baby, you made $400 on a Monday night. You could have been asleep. You could have been doing anything else. So that fast money is addictive. That's why it's kind of like anything that you feel like I can't go without, you're addicted to. Everybody got their own addiction. Some of the men addicted to coming in there, They gotta come to the club. They got to. They can't. I can't breathe without touching you. I can't breathe. They can't breathe if they don't come up in there. This how they be regulars in there every day. Them folks will stroke you out, have a heart attack if they can't come in there and see what naked women. Which is like, y'all need to. I don't know. I'm not promoting anything. I'm not promoting anything. So do not think I'm on here promoting. I'm just telling y'all how it is. Okay, that's it. Don't think I'm. Somebody mama gonna be in my email telling me you got my daughter. I ain't got your daughter doing nothing. Everything on this page is a disclaimer. Okay, y'all grown. And all these videos say 18 plus. So if your daughter ain't 18 plus, she shouldn't be on here. Now if she on 18, then watch and just mind your business. And cause I was watching these videos on 18. And you know, even got me a little something. Got me a place, got me a car, got me some credit. Finna be 21, I'm getting tired. That's why I'm over here telling y'all I'm getting tired of 21 now. Now that I've got the car, the place, the good credit, now it's time for bigger things. You get what I mean? Because the time is flying. I'm finna be 21. That mean I've been almost dancing 3 years. 3 years is a long time. Okay. I could have been doing other things, but sometimes you do the cards that you're dealt, you know. The cards that you're dealt, you take them, you look at them, and you play how you want to play it. Some people, they have things given to them, and some people don't. And when nothing was ever given to me, which is fine because I know how to work for things. I'm not spoon-fed. Never been spoon-fed. Everything I got it out the mud. I got it on my own. So while people be like, "Oh, you dance and you do this," mommy and daddy ain't got to pay for nothing. Mommy and daddy ain't never had to come up out their pockets after I turned 18. But you know, like my parents say, I'm very independent, and they glad. Every time something happens, I take care of it. You know what I mean? I'm a big dog. So I mean, if you want some independence and you feel like you don't know where to start, you can start with dancing, and then as your mind grows, you know, save a little money and start doing something else. You ain't gotta stick there. I mean, if you really in a rut, I mean, if you got kids and you struggling, you need to probably start dancing. If you ain't got kids and you want the finer things in life, you need to start dancing. Now, I'm not promoting nothing to nobody. I will say that I'm not promoting nothing to nobody. I'm just saying. Just kind of how I see it. But, yeah, and if you worried about like, oh my God, your mama and daddy know, and do. I be hearing folks in the locker room talk about their parents don't know. Their parents think this. Listen, let me tell you something. When you in that grave, and you good and dead and gone, when you was born alone, you gonna die alone. Yes, your parents was here, but it was just you and God. So I mean, when you die alone, at least be so many people who die, and with all these rumors and stuff, and that they never, I wouldn't say rumors, but all these secrets that they never got to tell people. Why? People should know the real you. So yeah, my parents know. And I mean, what are they gonna say? Meaning, as a parent, if you got kids, let me tell you something. Your kids are gonna do whatever they want to do. Whether you accept them for who they are is your choice. Because if you don't accept them, your kids will still do what they're gonna do, and they're just not gonna talk to you. Trust me. And I'm not saying from my point of view. I'm saying I've heard it, I've seen it, all this. So let's say you like, okay, there's no way I can tell my parents. Don't. Go to a different city. Or just, you better not get caught up in there. You know what I mean? Now, if you sitting over here worried about if your family do find out, let me tell you something before I say what I'm about to say. Unless they about to come about their pocket to help you get a car, pay for a car, get an apartment, sign for an apartment, pay the rent every month, get your hair done, get your nails done, buy all your personal products, unless your family members are about to make sure you well kept, I wouldn't be worried about any of that, okay? I would not be worried about any of that. I'm finna brush my teeth. Please make sure that if you dance, you brush your teeth before you go to the club. Because I've had so many men tell me that they I done talked to so-and-so. I hope she don't come back. Her breath stinks so bad. And you'll be looking at her like, she's a cute girl. Brush your teeth when you go to the club. That hydrogen peroxide will stay in your mouth. A person who is not taking care of you cannot criticize how you make your money and what you choose to do for a living. If they have a problem with it, tell them to fix it, okay? Fix it. Trying to have an opinion about anybody, let your money talk. Let your money talk. Your family got a problem, let them pay for it. So I say that to say about my family members that I love so dearly. I love so dearly. But I just want y'all to give me, just to listen to how my family did me. And it's actually quite interesting because when they say people show their true colors, they mean it. So apparently my family members on my mother's side, particularly one of my aunts, my mother has 3 sisters, and one of my aunts who used to be my favorite aunt, used to be. And I had this cousin and we were really close. You know, I used to actually look up to my cousin when I was a kid. You know, she was athletic, a track star, woo-doo-woo-doo-woo, right? My aunt was funny, woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. I might tell a joke, but I ain't never lied. So, I can talk about it now because some time has passed. And you know, took me some shrooms like a few months ago and I healed over it. And it actually took about a few months ago for me to heal over something that happened 2 years ago, because I guess I didn't understand that it was built up. I ended up going to the park on shrooms and I realized that, you know, I was crying on shrooms because it's like an ego death. And I realized that the story I'm going to tell you really did hurt my feelings because it's like, dang, my own family, right? So my parents at the time knew that I was dancing because I told my parents, because I'm grown, and I told my parents, before you find out, let me tell you, because I don't want Lil Ray, Dan, Sam, you know, Melanie, anybody coming to tell you what your baby girl doing. So I told him, I'm a stripper making money and I'm begging him to wife me. So I told my parents, and you know, their response is a whole nother video for a whole nother time. If y'all want to see it, I can feature them. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so as long as my parents knew, my grandma knew, I didn't care what nobody else thought. Actually, it was a big relief that my parents and my grandmother, they didn't mistreat me or nothing like that because of it. It was more so like, you grown, you gonna do what you gonna do. I do love you. I don't agree with it, but we love you. We're not gonna mistreat you, nothing like that. Now, these are the folks who raised me and took care of me. The folks who you would think probably would be the most mad about it, right? Because of how it would make them look. Woo-da-woo-da-woo. So, tell me why about 2 Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead and let you know. This was on Thanksgiving, y'all. About 2 Thanksgivings ago, my aunt recommended that we come to her house for Thanksgiving. I was supposed to be somewhere with whoever I was associating myself with at the time. I told him no because my aunt wanted me to come. My aunt lives 4 hours away from Memphis, to put it in retrospect. My mother and me drove together. I drove my car to Mississippi, and she lives in Jackson, Mississippi, so it's about 3.5, 4 hours, too long. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, because I gotta give y'all a reference. After working at the club the night before, I was working at the club the night before, I woke up at 6 a.m. So I got off at 3. I didn't drink the night before, do nothing. I ended up getting there at about 8 or 9. Y'all, we were not even in Mississippi for, I don't know, 30 minutes? 30 minutes before something popped off, okay? So, we get to Mississippi. If y'all have not seen my last video, I like sweatsuits, like sweat outfits, stuff like that, because once I get it, I can go to the gym with it, I can run errands with it, anything, right? So, ended up having my little gray sweat outfit. It's cropped. Y'all, it probably has about this much of my belly button out. Y'all have seen it a million times, right? Because every time I tell the story to somebody, they be like, for real? And I be like, yeah, for real. Like, it ain't no joke. I wish I was lying, but I'm not. I wish I was lying, but I'm not. I'm trying to give you a perspective of the risk that you're taking when you start dancing and how people's true colors come out. So I had on a sweatsuit, y'all, And when I say the sweatsuit, the sweatpants outfit, my bad, I'm trying to like look and talk. When I say the sweatpants outfit had this much of my belly button out, so I'm assuming that my aunt and my cousin knew that I was dancing. From who? I don't know. I don't care. How? I don't know. I don't care. I wish I did, but I don't. So I guess they knew that I was dancing. Now, instead of them asking me about it, prior to me getting there, they was like, make sure you wear something cute, we're gonna take pictures. I went and bought a brand new outfit. I'm like, cool, it's Thanksgiving, we taking pictures. I ain't seen them in a minute. Heavy on the ain't seen them in a minute. Yeah, I must have been fooled. I must have been fooled, okay? Because then they called 2 days before Thanksgiving and was like, actually no, everybody's dressing comfortable. Just make sure that you dress comfortable. We ain't dressing up. I thought it was weird, but I was like, okay, cool. So I told my mom, I was like, well, they said we not dressing up, so, you know, I'm gonna dress in a hoodie. I'm just gonna be leaving the club anyways. It's gonna be early in the morning. It works out anyway. I was just gonna bring a pair of change of clothes to dress up cute. But once I found out we didn't have to dress up cute, I was like, okay, that's fine too. Let me tell y'all something about me. Do not ever play in my face, okay? And do not let nobody play in y'all face. These folks played in my face. What they be saying, the kids, they played on my top. When I say they played on my top, y'all, they played in my face. And Dave needs to be so glad that I'm nice. I'm nice, but what they be saying, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I'm nice, but you won't disrespect me at all. So, my aunt over there, when they call themselves, when me and my mama get there, they're saying like, oh, everybody's gonna change clothes at like 9. So I have like, I don't know, 100 cousins. This video might break the internet. I have a phone number in the house if anybody would like to come say something or ask any questions, because I'm telling the story exactly how it is, okay? So, hold up. So they're saying everybody's gonna change at a certain time, yada yada yada. So my mom goes upstairs to their house and takes a shower to change. I was not changing because y'all said dress comfortable. I wore my sweatpants and my sweat hoodie. Belly button showing this much. Let me keep letting y'all know, like, belly button showing that much. Y'all, my aunt and my so-called cousin are over here texting each other while my mother is upstairs. My cousin is texting my aunt to let her know that my outfit is, I guess, unacceptable, quote unquote, or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So they waited until my mama was upstairs. They had been texting the whole time. So me and my mama over here watching TikTok on our phones, and my cousin, who my mama took care of for a long time. She ain't your kid, you know. Gonna ask us what we watching. We said TikTok, and they was just like, Now, to give y'all some reference, don't ever let nobody play in your face like this or mistreat you like this, okay? Some people need to be glad that God forgive us, so we have to forgive people. Cause ain't no way, if it was anybody else, I would have lost it, okay? Just from the disrespect. So they wait until my mama is upstairs taking a shower. Now, in their defense, now I'm at this time I'm about 18 or 18, 20, something like that. In their defense, they feel like, okay, hold on, let me go get my cocoa butter. Okay, so in their defense, they feel like, okay, you know, We've known her since they, you know, it's my aunt and my cousin. My cousin and me are like 10 years apart. So at this time, my cousin's like 30 maybe or so. And I guess they feel like that because they've known me since I was young. You know how folks be trying to steal a little girl, you a little boy, you even though you grown. Now to put you in reference, everything I got it on my own. Ain't nobody ever sent me no money. Ain't nobody ever tried to co-sign for something. Ain't nobody in my family ever tried to give me nothing. And there's nothing wrong with it. Some people, God just, you know, he make you work different because you different. That's all. So these folks ain't never done nothing for me, but you sitting over here talking about what I do for a living. Ooh, it messed up my whole lip. Trying to put that grease on. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this off. So they decided to wait till my mom went upstairs to get, you know, to confront me and was like, you gonna change? I said no. They was like, oh well, you know, your belly button is showing. We get you got a nice body and all, but you can't wear that. They was like, we got some kid clothes you can wear. Kid clothes meaning one of my little cousins who at the time is 8 or 9 years old. Now y'all, when I say got my own everything, I'm not wearing a 9-year-old clothes because me having my belly button out makes you feel uncomfortable because you worry that your husband or whoever you sleeping with is gonna see me. Are y'all understand what's going on? So the comment was, well, there are men in the house and we don't want you wearing that. Y'all, when I say a little bit of belly button showing, there are men in the house and we don't want you wearing that. And I said, well, I'm not gonna change. They thought they were gonna little girl me like I'm still this 9-year-old girl, 5-year-old girl, 12-year-old girl. I'm a young woman. I'm not saying I'm grown, but I have more of my ducks in a row than either of them. Let me just say that. On car, on place, credit score look good for 20. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, well, if you can't abide by our rules, then you're gonna have to leave. So you know what I did? Me and my mama got on up out of there, okay? Because that is ridiculous. Me and my mom was so upset. It ain't even 10 o'clock. We got there at 8. We had only been there an hour, and you're sitting over here talking about because a little bit of my belly button showing, you have a nice body and all. When I say y'all wearing a sweatpants and sweat top, if you know sweatpants and sweat top, come on now, you going jogging. We ain't talking about no medium. We're talking about it fit me, but because of, you know, genetics or something. And the fact that my cousin husband sat upstairs the whole morning, wouldn't even know men around. It's a holiday and your man is sitting upstairs. You get what I mean? Just not even congregating with the family, not coming down. You talking about there are men in the house. If you are insecure, that's between you and your man. Trust me, I've seen her and her husband. They were hot. When I say they've been together 10, 15 years at the time, since I was like 15. He does not see me like that. I remember when y'all was, you know, doing stuff you ain't had no business when you were 15, 16. I'm like 6 looking up to you. You get what I mean? So for you to play like that, y'all, when I say, like I be saying, time is money. When you waste my time, whew. Y'all, I got on down, left Jackson, Mississippi, came back to Memphis, and I said, they ain't ever gotta worry about me coming again. And if anybody wants to come to my house, when you come to my house, you abide by my rules. I do whatever I want in my house. I say whatever I want in my house. When I say, my mama kept saying, I just can't understand why they waited till my mama was upstairs, for one. For two, they never tried to say, hey, are you dancing? What it is because they know that I dance somehow. I don't know who slipped up and said it. I really don't care. And I guess they felt some type of way about me being around their husbands or their men. Be for real, we're family. You get what I mean? And my identity at the club is separate is a whole nother thing. So that's how people will mistreat you and it be your own family, is what I'm trying to say. This is how people will mistreat you when they find out what you do. And instead of them being grown and saying something, you sitting over here texting, pillow talking, while I'm in the room texting about me. When I say, this was 2 years ago, I speak to my aunt from time to time. It took me a whole year to talk to her. Because it was nothing but God that made me forgive that woman. Because God forgive me. Now my cousin, I forgave her a long time ago. I have no words to say. I have no words to say. Because I will never mistreat somebody like that. Especially somebody who drove. Even if you drove 40 minutes, I wouldn't treat nobody like that. Somebody who drove from a whole nother state, drove 3.5, 4 hours on a holiday that you called last minute about. It's as if I was bamboozled. It was as if you go from wear a cute outfit to now be comfortable. And then I wear comfortable and you like, oh no, you gotta change, wear the kid clothes. Like you're trying to humiliate me. I'm not putting on a 9-year-old outfit. Be for real. So I've wished them nothing but the best. But in terms of family opinions, I'm trying to let y'all know, don't ever let nobody mistreat you, and never let nobody play with you like that. How they play with me. Having you drive to a whole nother city, y'all. And to this day, 2 years later, my cousin still feels like when you come to somebody's house, you abide was the word. You abide by their rules. Let me tell you something. When somebody comes to my house and I'm inviting you, you are my guest. I will treat you with the utmost respect, okay? You do not, and don't invite nobody to your house to mistreat them. I could have stayed in Memphis and got treated wonderfully. Do you get what I mean? So, when you dancing, the same way people gonna look at you or mistreat you in public, just like when you go to the bank with stacks of ones, they treat you a certain way, or if you pay with all ones at a restaurant, it be your own family. So, in terms of me, I get that some of y'all may not want to tell y'all parents, but I told my parents, and that's all that matters, and I told my grandma, and that's all that matters, and I still got mistreated by the family. Be for real. And I don't even know how they live with themselves, because, you know, people be saying they owe God, but you mistreat people like that. It's crazy. So, this is sassy. So sassy. I'm so glad that I cut it. Anyways, let me go put on my hoodie, whatever. Put on my little sweatsuit. Literally, sweatsuit. You know, I love to be comfortable. When I get dressed up, I will. But when I'm comfortable, ooh, baby, I'm comfortable. So, let me come back. Okay, so just put on your little sweatsuit. I tried to pick it out as much as I could. It ain't gotta be perfect because these men are not looking at my hair. Let me tell you, they looking at this cardio I just put in 30 minutes, 45 minutes on Stairmaster. That's what they looking at. But I love it. It is very me. So the point of this video is like, love yourself, love you, love your body, love your age, you know, like love your goals. Forget what your family say, forget what the girls at the club say, forget what anybody who's not trying to help you be better or, you know, that want the best for you, just ignore what they say. You can tell somebody don't want the best for you. Some people do stuff for their own just self-image, to make them feel good. Some people will just mistreat you. Do not let nobody mistreat you. Let me just say that now. So, I'm about to go. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Get ready with me. So